What's going on, people, and welcome to my studio. This is a video that I wanted to upload like weeks ago, but obviously I caught coronavirus, so I was just in bed. I didn't get a chance to make the video, but we're here now. I'm healthy, I'm back on my feet, and this is my home studio tour. Hopefully this is something we can do every January, and hopefully there'll be lots of new equipment next January, maybe even a new studio. Who knows? But let's take a quick look around. Okay, so this is my studio. This is where the magic happens. This is where I spend most of my life, really, in that chair right there. So let's go clockwise. Let's start at the very bottom here, bottom left. Please, like my cable management is god awful. If you wanna come and sort this out, I'll pay you whatever you want to sort out these wires. I'll pay that, bruv. Trust me. But let's start with my PC, which is down here. Hopefully you can see that. I'm filming this on my phone. My PC, I don't use Mac. I don't use Apple products at all, really. I know I'm a fucking weirdo, but I've just always used PC. I've always used Windows, and this PC has served me very well. And next to it, of course, you can see the lonely old PlayStation 4, not a PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, you know, Santa didn't bring me a PlayStation 5 this year, so I'm rocking the PlayStation 4. Obviously, that is an essential in the studio when you want to take a break from mixing or recording, load up FIFA, load up Warzone, whatever it is you play. From the computer, we are going in to my audio interface, which is a Focusrite 18i20. This is kind of a little bit of a budget interface. Like most people, a lot of studios have like Apollos or whatever, but I don't actually use the preamps on it. So I wanted something that was reasonably priced that I could bypass the mic preamps on, and this particular audio interface you can completely bypass the mic preamps because I'm using this bad boy. This is Slate's virtual microphone preamp, and this needs to be super linear, super clean, so that we can add the mic on later. So it's a virtual mic, literally what it says on the tin. And I'm going to show you the actual microphone in a minute, but that's the preamp to it. Let's move the bottle of Voss. The Pro VLA 2 compressor. I don't actually use this anymore for the same reason that I just explained about the preamps. All of my signals need to be super clean and super linear so that this can actually work. So I don't actually use this compressor anymore. Maybe one day, because it is a nice compressor. I won't lie, for a budget, for people on a budget that want hardware, it is a nice compressor, especially for rap vocals. We do have the Yak. As you can see, I got through a fair bit of it over Christmas until I got sick. So if we ever have a session, if you ever come over here to record, bring a bottle of this if you want to be in my good books from the jump. If you want that super duper mix, I'm telling you, all you got to do is bring one of those bad boys. You've all seen this. Anyone who's been subscribed for a minute has seen me trying to set up this. This is the TC electronic meter. When it comes to gain staging or anything like that, I love just having a meter on my desk that I can just look down at. But it's dope. I love having it there on my desk. My displays, 2 monitors. This one is actually touchscreen, but I don't actually use the touchscreen that much anymore. But it's cool. It's a nice kind of screen to look at, right? It looks cool. And above it is just, what is it? It's an Acer Monitor with more cables in the back there. We have the Soft Tube Console 1, and I use this on every mix. This is my baby, man. Firstly, it's cool to be able to have something that you're hands-on with. You've got things that you can actually touch and turn and stuff like that, and that just makes mixing a little bit more fun, if I'm being honest with you. Being able to actually touch things rather than just be clicking on the mouse. And that controls this plug-in here. Basically an SSL strip, SSL desk. We have the Elgato Stream Deck. Now there's a bunch of cool things you can do on this, and I'm going to do a whole video on it at some point. It's basically a controller for my Pro Tools, is how I've set it up to be. It's designed for streamers, but you can do some cool things on it to work with your DAW as well, Logic, whatever, Pro Tools, Fruity Loops even, anything, any program. So I'll do a video on that soon. Trackball. There's a lighter here. I don't actually smoke. The lighter is just for candles. Next to the trackball there, we have the fader port. Right, I could have wiped this down, man, before shooting this. Madness. This is another thing I like to be able to just control my Pro Tools with anything that I can actually put my hands on, because you can select the channel on it, you can solo, you can record, mute, adjust the fader, obviously. Really good if you like to automate as well. Behind it there is the Mackie Big Knob. This controls all of my inputs and outputs. DAW, so all of my inputs are here. So we have the PC basically under the DAW mix. The 2-track A is actually my PlayStation. So if I want the audio from the PlayStation out my speakers, I press in that. 2-track B, I can't remember what's set on there. I think it might be empty. And then phono is or an auxiliary. So if you bring your laptop in, you can just hook it straight in. And then you have the button so you can talk to the artist in the booth, which is in there. We'll go in there in a second. You push that down so they can hear you. And then these buttons here select what speakers, what monitors are engaged, I guess. So C is my Focal Professionals, really nice monitors. Like, I can't big these up enough. I've tested a few monitors this size, and these were definitely the best ones that I heard. And next to it is the Yamaha, oh man, what are these called again? These, I got these probably about 10 years ago now. I've had these for years. HM50s or something. They're the smaller ones. They're not the big ones. They're the smaller ones. And these are perfect if you're trying to buy a monitor for your bedroom to mix vocals on or anything like that. These are great. I use these more than I do. These sound nicer. I like the way these sound. But that's just because they got so much bass and so much low end. But when I'm actually in a nitty gritty and mixing some vocals, I use the Yamahas. Got a couple of card machines there. So when people come for sessions and they say, "Oh, bro, I forgot my cash, I couldn't find a cash point." No problem, bro. I got the card reader right there, bro. Tap it. You get me? No one can finesse me in 2021. I'm telling you, I got enough card readers and ways to get paid in this bitch. One last speaker here. And this is just the crappiest speaker I could find. It's a Behringer. What is this? Behringer MS16. Crappy speaker. And that's just so I can test my mixes out in mono on a speaker that's kind of similar to a phone speaker or a Bluetooth speaker or even a laptop. And I think that's everything on my desk. Got a couple of hard drives there. I'm in the middle of upgrading my PC, so I'm trying to back everything up. There's a Google Nest back there, which is super helpful in day-to-day life. It's probably informing on me and snitching to the feds and everything that I talk about in here, but whatever. Got a little fridge down there. Basic IKEA chair. That's a radiator there. People think that's a TV. I don't know why anyone would think that I would have a TV down there. Like, who's going to be watching? Like, what midget dwarf is going to be watching TV that low, bruv? Like, seriously. There is a TV up there that has literally never been turned on or plugged in even. But it's just there for show. Another IKEA piece of furniture here. This is the sofa for when people bring their mandem. This is where the mandem sit, really. The artists don't ever really sit on there. They usually sit up front with me. This is like where the mandem sit and fall asleep because they ain't got no bars. They've just come to drink Maggies and smoke weed, and they fall asleep on this sofa because it's mad comfortable. I won't lie to you. I've slept on there many a times myself. Another little chair there. Some acoustic panels. Half of these I bought and half of these I made myself. The corner ones I made myself, and that one up there. But these ones I bought from a shop in Mitcham called SRU Installation, I believe they're called, and they'll make them up for you, whatever size, whatever shape, and they are really good. And my ones look okay, but these ones look proper. I don't think I've done a bad job on these bass traps, to be fair, but if you've got the bread, I definitely recommend these acoustic panels. And also, all of my lights in here are controlled by the Google Nest in the corner. So, for instance, I can say, "Okay, Google, set all my lights to red." "Okay, Google, set the main lights to blue." And then if I want to turn everything off, like the speakers, everything, except for the monitors, I could be like, "Okay, Google, turn off everything."
Got it. Turning off 9 things.
So it turns everything off, except for, like I said, the monitors and anything that I can't be accidentally turning off, like my computer or anything like that. All right, let's hit the booth. Let me show you around the booth, because I think that's everything for the control room. And this is the recording booth, the vocal booth, whatever you want to call it. Nice little lights going on in here. Right, this one's a bit fucked. What's going on here? There you go. Decent size, not too big, not too small. As you can see, the control room's just through there. Here's my microphone. This is the Slate microphone that I've spoken so much about. Yeah, decent microphone. Decent microphone. How it works, I've mentioned it many times, is you can select what microphone you have in your software, in your DAW, which is really good. The microphone is plugged in, of course, to this panel here, into microphone 1. So there's a few ports there if you wanted some more microphones. There's some more over here as well. And then that goes into the Focusrite Scarlett 8920. What is this on my window? What the fuck is that? It's a spider. That right there, I thought it was on the window, but it's a spider hanging. That is so dead, bro. Allow it. Then we've got this little station here with all the essentials on there. Got some hand wash because we are in a pandemic. My headphones, DT150s. These are new. I just got these. I needed something a little bit more durable because my old headphones broke. They just started to look mash up. After 4 years of doing sessions and stuff like that, they were just fucked. This right here, let me turn on the light actually. Look at that, much better. This right here is what the artist can control all of their levels on. It is a Mackie, I believe. Mackie Mix 5. And all of these knobs control an input. So one of these knobs control the beat, one of them control the vocals, and then one of them is the overall level. And this is just so that when that spider's disappeared, it's probably on me. Fuck's sake. This is so when the artist is recording, they can control their levels in their headphones. If the beat is too low, they can turn up the beat. If the vocals need to be higher, they can turn up their vocals, and they don't have to ask me to do it. Man, I really wish I had a trim for this video, but we move. Listen, that was my home studio tour. It is technically a home studio. My house is across the pathway there. We built this place in my garden. I've been here like 4.5 years now, recording, mixing. It's been my main job really for 4.5 years. So of course, thank you as always for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be so much more active this year. 2021, that sounds weird, innit? 2021, we're going to get this thing popping. I'm going to upload way more frequently. So if you've enjoyed this video or any other video I've put out, consider subscribing to my channel and we can get this thing popping. Drop me a like, of course, if you liked it. And stay tuned. Like I said, more videos coming. 100%. I promise you guys. I know I said that last year, but we're going to get active. And I won't lie to you. I can feel that spider on me, brother. It's on me. I know it is. Thank you, of course, as always, for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.